This is the year that you grow your business with million-dollar projects as a government contractor. Now, you know this, but you don't want to make any unnecessary mistakes, which is why in this video, I'm sharing 5 mistakes new contractors make on government proposals. Let's go. Welcome back to the channel. If you're looking to grow your government contracting business, maybe you're looking to expand into the government sector from the private sector, and you want to take advantage of these million-dollar contracts that the government has set aside for minority-owned small businesses, make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any trainings when we drop them here on this channel. Now, today in this video, we're going to be talking about the myth most new contractors come into the government market believing, why being productive matters and what being cute will get you. Down in the description, I will put a link to my Accelerator Program. So if what you're learning here today, you want to take it to that next level as you're implementing and have support from me while you're growing your government contracting business, definitely check out that link down below. And then I'll look forward to seeing you on the inside. Some people can write a proposal for a government contract without help. Many cannot. When my clients go rogue or before joining my Accelerator program, they lose out on contracts because of simple mistakes that could have been avoided with a conversation and an overview of their proposal prior to them submitting it. So stop wasting time and money on proposals when you don't have to. It's time you get this right. All right, so let's get into the 5 mistakes new contractors are making as they're submitting proposals to the government. The first thing is time. Time. I know sometimes we feel like we don't have enough time, and then sometimes we feel like we have more than enough time. Well, let me just tell you, time is very, very important when you're submitting proposals to the government. Number one, you're going to have a time frame, a deadline as to when the proposal is due. And a lot of times you don't have a lot of times, it's not weeks and months in most cases that you have to put together a proposal. So that is why time is very, very important. So with that, a lot of times you're not giving yourself enough time to put together your proposal. The second thing is you don't understand how long it takes you to put together a proposal. Now you have some idea, but really we don't have time to be guessing when we're trying to put together a proposal. We need to know how much time we have, how much time is it going to take us to put this actual proposal together, and then also how much time do you need for your vendors, your subcontractors, or even for you to source numbers for whatever you need. How much time do you need for that and to get those numbers back from those individuals so that you then can take that and then create your final proposal. So time is very, very important. You need to know the timeline of all the different parts that it's going to take to put together that final proposal. Let's talk about the blank screen. Have you seen that before? You're getting ready to write your proposal and you're sitting there staring at this blank screen. Where do I start? What should I do first? What all do I need to include in this proposal? Well, that shouldn't be your reality. Okay, someone has come before you, trust me, and they've created proposals before. So you shouldn't have to stare at a blank screen. Now, if you are staring at a blank screen, that's a whole different conversation. And it just tells me you don't have the support that you need as you're beginning your journey as a government contractor. So it doesn't have to be this way. It's because you chose for it to be this way. Checklist that you should have in place. And then even within your solicitation, you can pull out and make yourself a checklist as well as you're getting ready to put together your proposal. So the first thing I'm going to tell you here, this is an action item for you guys to start working on like right now, is create a template for the proposals that you will submit. Now, I said a template. So that means every time you submit a proposal, you'll probably have to tweak that proposal template to fit it to that particular solicitation. but at least you won't be staring at a blank screen. Now, if you need support with that in my government contract accelerator, yes, I share my multi-million-dollar template that I've been using to win the multiple million-dollar contracts. And it is working for my students inside of my accelerator as well. So I do share that as a resource to my clients only. All right, the third thing is being cute. Do I look cute? Don't comment it. Don't put that in the comments. I don't want to know your answers one way or the other. But being cute will not get you there either. So, okay? I'd rather you be understood than cute. Okay? So understood is always better than being cute when you're submitting a proposal. So what do I mean? You know, we have the phrases that we use, our favorite words that we like to use. Well, when the contracting officer is looking at your proposal, will they understand the language that you're using? So you have to think about that. Even within your industry and the type of service that you provide, you may have terminology that you use or acronyms that you use, but you have to ask yourself, will the person reading my proposal know what I'm talking about? If not, you better choose a different word. And then also make sure the language you use in your proposal matches the RFP, the request for a proposal, hence the solicitation. So I want you to comment below. Have you submitted a proposal on a federal government contract? Let me know in the comments, yes or no, no or yes. After my client, Nicole, she's in my government contract accelerator program. She submitted on a proposal. After the proposal process was done, she requested a debriefing, which is something I tell all my clients to request. And so I want to share with you what she said. This is her words that she shared with all of us inside of our private community. So let me read this to you. She said, I had my first debriefing today and it was amazing. Basically, everything Felicia Streeter has preached is in the key takeaways. How cool is that? Me preaching it, right? And one taking action on what I said is two totally different things. So with the information that I'm sharing here, don't just listen and understand what I'm saying, but take action too. All right, let's get back to number 4, the work. You need to have a clear understanding of the work you will perform if you're awarded the contract. And in order to actually perform, be awarded the contract, you have to show them that you understand the type of work you will perform. So you're going to have to write your scope of work to what they are asking you for in the solicitation. Now, the other piece of that is also you have to understand what they're asking for in order for you to price it out. So here's what you have to do. Think about your proposal. Inside the proposal, you're going to have to tell them, okay, here's where I'm going to take you from where you are to what you want. These are the steps I'm going to take. These are the tools I'll have to use. This is the software I'll be using. Whatever it's going to take to get them from where they are in pain, problem, something they need, to the solution you're going to provide. How will you get them there? You need to lay that out for them, and you're going to have to write it out, okay? In addition to that, not only writing it out, you also have to take those line items and put a price to it as well. So you have to be able to write to the scope of work, also price out the scope of work, which means you have to understand the work that you're going to perform. Now, number 5, really, this could save you a big headache one way or the other, whether you bid or not. And that is the question, to bid or not to bid. So you have to decide. You are the owner of your business, unless you have other partners or other companies that you're teaming with, and maybe collectively you guys will make this decision, but the decision still has to be made. Do you bid on this opportunity or not? Yes or no, no or yes. And in making that decision, you have to determine what factors will you consider to help you get to that decision. The best way to do it is to have a bid go, no go formula. Now, if you don't have one, I share that with my clients inside of my Accelerator program as well. We have a lot of information and things that I cover there on the bid process, pricing, proposals, and solicitations. I always say that's the meat and potatoes of the program, right? Most of the other things that we share is supports getting you to that level, but where most people fall is the bid process. So that's why we spend a lot of time on that one particular area in phase 3 of our Accelerator program. So there you have it. the 5 mistakes new contractors are making as they transition and expand their business into the government marketplace. If you want your share of the $1 million government contracts so that you can increase your profits, have more time, and scale your business, and you'd like for you and I to work together as you make that transition into government contracting, I'll be looking forward to seeing you on the inside. So go ahead, check out the Government Contract Accelerator. I'll put the link down below. You can join us right there from the page. And then again, I'll see you inside the community. Now, if you've been hanging out here on my channel and you haven't subscribed yet, why not? Don't you think it's time for us to partner together as you transition from the private sector into the government sector and start winning some of these $1 million contracts? Make sure you go ahead, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you get notified when I drop new trainings here. And then remember, you're just one contract away. So share this video out and I'll see you right back here real soon. Bye for now.